Okay, so Monica, what is your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, Sabrina. Cancer. Larry. Dollars. Okay, honestly, guys, do you guys think I'm ugly? Not at all. No. Hell yes. Larry!
Before Larray would become a huge deal on platforms like Vine, YouTube, and TikTok, big enough to get invited into one of the largest collectives around, the Hype House.
I am going to go do a social experiment and stay at the Hype House for a week. You know what? Change the video. I have decided that I'm going to go single-handedly take over the Hype House and run it myself.
So, that's what I did.
Before Larray would score his first ever career entry on the Billboard Hot 100 with his new viral diss track, Cancelled, which debuted at number 81.
I just want to apologize in advance for this. I am so sorry that you have to hear this.
Before Larray would have over 5.4 million followers on Instagram, over 924K followers on Twitter, over 7 million subscribers on YouTube, and almost 18 million followers on TikTok at the time of this recording. These days, the influence of TikTok is undeniable. The video app has created dozens of stars, many of which are still teenagers. Some of the platform's biggest stars like Charli D'Amelio and Chase Hudson have become household names, but they're far from the only people turning out some amazing content. When it comes to being a social media superstar, Larray basically does it all. He's a gamer, he makes music, and most importantly, he continually entertains his growing audience by being unapologetically himself.
Enjoy this compilation of me smacking the shit out of all my friends.
I like it cut G. I like it cut G. I like it cut G. Ooh.
What I'm trying to say is no matter what kind of content you like, Larray probably has a little something for you. His over-the-top personality is something he worked on from the very beginning, from his early days as a youngster on Vine to his more recent experiences as a member of the Hype House. What's up, guys? It's your girl Azalea Hart, back at it again with a brand new video. This one taking a look at the come-up of Larray before the fame, here for you on Before They Were Famous. We've taken a look at a number of different social media influencers on this channel lately. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out other recent ones on Belle Delphine, Ash Nico, and PP Cocaine. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Azalea Zoe to get in touch. All right, let's get into the story.
Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom!
Larray was born Larry Merritt on July 22nd, 1998 in Los Angeles, California. Larray is the rare type of social media star who likes to keep his private life as closed off as possible. But what I was able to uncover about his upbringing is that he has a ton of siblings, and I do mean a ton, like a metric crap ton. That's an official unit of measurement, right?
Fun fact, I have I have 13 siblings, and I'm not joking. My dad's, he's been around the block.
Can you even imagine having that many siblings? I can't, and I come from a Trinidadian family where that could have been a very real possibility back in the day.
I have one brother on my mom's side, and then I have 11 on dad's side. And they all have different moms. So it's just like they're all scattered around the world. I feel like he was trying to finesse.
Now, Larray has made it clear that a number of those siblings are from his father's side of the family, and Larray's relationship with his father is kind of complicated. More than a few times, Larray has hopped onto Twitter to talk about his dad's presence in his life, or lack thereof. At first, he made a joke about how his dad and One Direction share something in common. They both left and said they were coming right back. Then in June of 2019, he shared this thought, comparing his father to Marvel supervillain Thanos' disappearance at the end of Avengers Endgame. Ouch. And then there was this post on Instagram from Father's Day of this year. In the description below, Larray laments not having his father in his life anymore, so it's pretty clear that Larray's father hasn't had the presence in his son's life that he should have. From what I can gather about his story, Larray spent the majority of his youth growing up in Compton and getting into a whole bunch of trouble. He was hanging around with an older crowd and there were substance abuse issues. When he was around 13 or 14, his mom couldn't take it anymore and sent him to live with his dad.
Literally, my mom like kicks me out. She was like over my shit, so she sent me back to my dad's house, or she sent me to my dad's house. I moved in with my dad. So imagine just going from Compton and then your entire life just switched and you lived in like the suburbs.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like white picket fence, like Starbucks everywhere, Caucasians.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. But also what's weird is like I moved out of that but still lived with it because my dad was into gangs.
Right.
right? So it was like, oh, I'm not in it, but like I'm still in it because my father still brings like the gang affiliation and like the pimping and like all the like the weed and like all that crazy shit into the house.
Not only did his dad have gang affiliations, but he was extremely strict to boot. All of this sent a whole bunch of mixed messages to young Larray, and he lived a very difficult and confused childhood that had him looking for connections elsewhere. So as a teenager, Larray used his internet to escape from his insecurities. He started things off with a Miley Cyrus fan account on social media, and since her full name is Miley Ray Cyrus, he decided to go from Larray to Larray Cyrus in tribute to her.
The way you pronounce it is Larray. And the reason why I got Larray was because I used to be a Miley Cyrus fan account. Yeah, and Miley Ray Cyrus is a real name. Larray. My name's Larry. Larray Cyrus. Do you see what I was doing there? I thought I was doing something, but I wasn't.
After graduating from high school and spending literally one day in community college, Larray got serious about a career as an influencer when he discovered the Vine platform and built up an audience for himself of over 100,000 strong.
And to my fellow graduates, good luck in life. Now back to that that had a lot to say about me at parent-teacher conference. Miss Hunt.
911, what's your emergency? Help, my house just caught on fire. New phone, who this?
Eventually, that app went the way of the dodo bird, but thankfully, that didn't mean the demise of Larray's career as well. Instead, he pivoted from Vine to YouTube. Once on that platform, he began creating video vlogs like this one.
I get home around 10 o'clock after a long, hard day of work. And by work, I mean just walking around looking cute as shit. So then I wash my face.
Then I get my iPhone and I take some really cute selfies for the gram. I take at least 125 of those. I delete 124. I keep one, think it's cute, look at it later. That shit was ugly as f. I delete it. I don't post shit on the gram later on that day.
In these early days of his career, Larray also joined up with a collective called Too Busy Online, a group that specialized in making content aimed at teenage culture. Prior to his becoming a member of the Hype House, Larray had already built up his social media following to extremely respectable numbers, including having over 6 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. Whether it was entertaining his fans with sassy behavior or serenading them with a hilarious music video, Larray quickly learned how to forge a strong connection with his audience, and that makes his inclusion in the Hype House kind of inevitable if you ask me. Much like with many other TikTok stars, Larray's love life is a huge part of his fans' obsession with him. Larray has been dating Instagram star Brody Potter since April of 2019. Larray's openness when it comes to his LGBTQ point of view is a huge part of why his fans love him so much, and that's a connection that goes both ways. When speaking about his sexuality, Larray has said, "What made me start talking about being gay openly was getting messages from people saying I helped them come out to their parents. And the fact that me going online and being myself can help people be themselves is just everything I could ever want in my life." Having a mindset like that is probably a huge reason why Larray has succeeded as well as he has so far. The man is unapologetically himself, and that's all his fans ever want from him. In terms of where Larray goes from here, well, I think that's a topic for another time and another place. After all, this is before they were famous. Be sure to let me know what you thought of Larray's story in the comments down below, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Before They're Famous and at Azalea Zoe. Let me know who you want to see in the next video, and you can vote on the Instagram page. And I'll see you guys in that video. Bye.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now we drop a new video each and every day, so here's a recent drop that you might enjoy. We handpicked that one for you because if you like this video, you'll probably like that. We also got playlists like over here, so click on that if you want to see a whole list of a bunch of videos we've dropped in the past. And if you're new to the Fame Gang, be sure to subscribe and turn on them post notifications, and I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!